All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Yo!
Yo!
Ooh, I need your timing a little bit better there, Flynn. Get out of the tour and get into the yo.
I'm in the yos, brother. I'm trying to find this charger down here.
I don't know. I mean, dude, if you got to charge something at 7:01, you need to check your life. Because one, you didn't prepare properly, or two, you're just on that thing too much.
No, it's not that. Not that. You know, I always got this wire plugged into it. But I didn't look at what this wire was plugged into down here. There's a lot of wires down here.
It's probably, now, Taylor, if you plug that one into your computer, he can see what you're looking at, so just be careful.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is plugged in. Taylor can check it out.
Yeah. Is he watching cycling?
No, he's not connected right now. He was earlier.
Okay.
I'm connected right now.
Okay, well,
Then it might not be.
But I watched the cycling on my iPad. No one's getting in this. Nobody's hacking into this one.
That's true. He does bring multiple devices. Jake Flynn, Alondra Tate, all here with you. And yes, it is Friday. This week actually felt quick, so I don't want to be like, finally Friday. Yep. This was a quick week. We got a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon. We got media days. Tate laid it out. LSU gets a big commit. But before we get there, how's everybody doing? How we living? I know Flynn's all fired up because people are riding bikes in France.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for that intro. Ready for the weekend. Ready to get a little R&R before, I guess, next week starts. Next week, I don't, still I've heard all the warnings. Got everybody's opinions.
Yeah.
Know kind of what to expect, but I really still, I don't think you know exactly what kind of hornet's nest you're about to jump into till you actually do it. I'm excited. I've kept thinking all week that I'm going to have this opportunity every day to just shave off a couple hours to dive into some film of some random SEC teams and players.
Yeah.
Really crunch the stats so I really know what I'm talking about when I meet these people face to face and I have to ask them questions.
Yeah.
But we hadn't had a chance. Not yet. So this is going to be a cram weekend for me.
Well,
I work better under pressure.
See, here's the problem with that. You've had the opportunity.
When?
But you've used your opportunity to watch grown men in spandex ride up a mountain.
I only watch that while I'm here. And usually not even paying attention unless we're at the break.
I don't know. You give me a lot of names with a lot of syllables and just keep on going.
Tade lost the yellow jersey by a second yesterday.
1 second?
I know.
Was it our guy Quinn?
No, Quinn came in second though.
Okay.
Really valiant effort. But he couldn't win. He couldn't overcome and catch Ben Healy, the Irishman.
Do we get points for being second?
No,
point
but I mean it's a good showing.
You don't get nothing for being second?
I don't know, actually. They probably get some sort of bonus. I don't know.
You don't know. I sure as hell don't know.
Second in a stage. I mean, nobody remembers who came at second in a stage, but
I'll always remember Quinn Simmons came second in the stage.
Stage 6, 2025. Remember it? Remember Quinn?
Where were you
Came in
July
second.
10th?
I didn't even tell you what yesterday was.
But it is a big deal. It's a big deal for him. Obviously, it would have been a way bigger deal if he won. But still, he had that beautiful flow, a beautiful mustache, riding up them mountains.
Alondra, how we doing?
Doing good. Ready for the weekend. I don't think I'm getting into anything, but again, told y'all on Monday, trying to get my life together. So maybe I'll try to do that again.
Yeah, and you put in gas into your car with your car on for the first time.
And I didn't blow up.
And you are still here to tell the story.
I survived it. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that just because it makes me a little nervous, but I didn't turn it off yesterday.
Wait, based on the way you asked her that question, have you been trying to get her to do do Are you
this has been this has been a discussion before.
Not me.
They all
but we
leave
do,
their car on.
I don't.
T-Bob.
You don't. I do.
Oh, okay. I thought you did too.
But
like
I'm going into
normal.
the store.
I don't know.
Him and T-Bob leave their car on.
Yeah.
No,
when they're putting gas.
You're supposed to turn that off. But
Yeah.
like right or wrong,
Yeah.
I've always like heard or known that like for regular gas, turn it off. For a diesel, you can leave it on. I don't know who told me that, but I've believed that for a long time.
Okay. No, well,
I mean, I don't
Also-
know, but
I got a diesel
she's
truck.
still here.
yeah, I'm still here. I survived the
cool.
pumping
Whoa, cool
regular
guy.
gas
There was
in
this-
my Volkswagen.
Good job, Billy
Tiguan.
Badass. You got a diesel.
Not a big deal.
Whoa.
There
I
was
used to have a diesel. It was a Jetta, but it was diesel.
there you
Doesn't
go.
matter. You didn't say what.
Gas-
You said
Most
you got a
cars in
diesel.
Europe are
Or
diesel.
diesel lasted forever.
So sorry. There was this one time in college. I was at a gas station filling up. You know how they have the signs like "Don't use your cell phone around the pump."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always thought like, why? Like, is the cell phone ringing gonna like make everything explode?
Right.
Well, there was this one time in college I was using my cell phone near the pump,
Well,
and I was talking. I can't remember who I was talking to, and talking blah blah blah. I fill up. I'm talking. Get in my car. Drive off. Well, I forgot to take the hose out of the car,
yeah,
and it just
Classic.
ripped off the top.
yeah. What'd you do?
And I was like, well,
Did you go and retrieve and be like, say,
Yeah.
hey, we got a problem here?
I went and I asked the young lady who was working,
She's probably like, are
The
you
register.
serious?
and she wasn't like real thrilled, wasn't impressed. And I was trying to like, chum it up with her, make her laugh a little bit. Like, yeah, this was unfortunate. Didn't mean to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I was just on my phone. I got in. She's like, well, that's why the sign says don't use your phone near the pump.
You get distracted.
Get distracted.
Well, distracted
Well, I don't know if
driving.
she really knew the scientific reason, but
Feels like it.
feels like it. There
You're
you
the
go.
dummy that pulled off.
But did you
the
know
thing.
if you ever do it, it's okay. They have a safety
Yeah.
latch. You knew that?
Yeah, because I've done it before too.
I've witnessed.
I was like, how the hell do you know that?
I've witnessed.
Yeah.
This is 2 years
He's
ago.
like, I know.
yeah.
It's either Nashville or Chattanooga. I don't know. We're on our way to Gatlinburg. This lady pulls out of the gas pump, but like, unlike you, she just does not stop. Pulls it out.
Oh, I
it just
knew
goes.
immediately.
It's just like
Oh, yeah.
flapping.
I don't know how long it took her to realize she didn't stop till she was out of my line of sight.
Yeah.
She kept on going.
Good for her. Because she was probably still on her phone.
Probably.
Probably. Tay, how we doing? How we living?
We're doing good. Thumbs are a little sore, but we're
Oh
doing
my
okay.
God, I was like, wait.
Did my exercises
another
this
big-
morning though.
another
We're
big day.
fine. We're had some cracking to do this morning, but we're good to go.
Who we playing with?
So we're playing with LSU right now.
What?
I know.
You can't start off
I know,
with LSU.
I know. Well, I
That's not how this
started.
works.
I
You gotta
started
work your
with
way
a.
up.
You got to go be the OC at Tech.
I started with
At
a.
Rice.
I'm not in Dynasty. I'm a Road to Glory recruit. And I was originally like, well, I'm not going to LSU because like I want to play right away. I don't want to sit behind Nuss.
Sure.
But you play a high school season first, so it's technically 26. Nuss wasn't there, so I was like, okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
I got to tell you, though, got a bone to pick with Brian Kelly. Screwed me.
Oh, no.
Screwed me.
Play call.
Promised me I'd be the starter. I enroll. I get there. Third string.
Ooh.
I had to
Oh,
work
boy.
my way up. We go 9-3, but I'm 7-0 as a starter. I had to sit the first like 4 games.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, we were 1-3, and then he put me in. I'm like, way to wait till the last second, bud.
Let me tell you something. If you're 1-3 at LSU, you're not going to be the only person disappointed.
Right.
Well, did he promise you be the day one starter?
That's what it said. Like, because when you go to commit, it's like here's where you stand on the depth chart. It's like starter, second string, bench.
You
And
must have
that's
been
what
pretty good in high school then.
It was a
Guaranteed.
4-star.
Oh.
A 4-star
You
was a
didn't even have a
guaranteed
fifth star?
opening day starter
They
as a
didn't
true
have anybody.
freshman.
They didn't have anybody. LSU didn't have anybody.
Well, they probably went to that portal.
Probably so.
Yeah, they got Keelan Russell.
Okay.
Oh,
who
from
was
Alabama.
ass. His one win, a 16-10 overtime
Trash.
victory against Miami,
Trash.
Ohio.
All right, I can tell
Excited.
Taylor's really upset about this. I can see you get mad.
So
last
can you
night.
control on the game? Can you control like your willing or your desire to transfer?
Oh yeah, you can enter the portal like every offseason. They give you the option. Even actually, when Kelly messages you, he'll give you like a game plan or whatever. If you're not happy, you can like give like a D-bag response.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What does D-bag stand for?
Yeah, what does that mean? I went and saw Superman last night with the boys.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a
Did-
Superman?
Yeah, didn't get home till 11. It's late for your boy here.
That is late.
That is late for your boy. It was good, though. It was good. You know, it wasn't like an origin story. It was pretty much like, hey, here's Superman. Let her rip.
Who is Superman?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Okay, I didn't even know there was a Superman out.
I didn't either.
Came out yesterday.
All right.
Look at me.
Look at
Opening
you.
night movies.
Oh boy.
Who says you can't have fun after 40?
David Corenswet?
I've never seen him before.
He looks like a Superman.
Does he look like a Superman?
Yeah.
Was he good?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was better than the last couple of superhero movies the boys have taken.
This wasn't
Because I don't
Marvel
really
either,
take
right?
them. They take me because
No, it's
it's
DC.
DC.
That guy looks like Superman,
On the
right?
superhero
Like, that's
world, like the Marvel world,
Yeah.
like really took a downhill turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Its peak was like the 20, like in the teens.
Yeah.
Like 2011, 20, well, that's not a teen. But you get
Yeah,
what
I
I
know.
mean.
Yeah.
Like the double digit.
Yeah,
whatever.
yes.
But I looked up this guy. He was in Twisters, but I never saw Twisters.
Me
So
neither.
Ah,
don't think of
Twisters was
So
remember
I did.
T-Bob
I
dressed
tried
up like
to
a
think of
cowboy for like a
Winnie.
week.
Porker McCollum. That was like the best comment I've ever seen in my life.
I forgot about that. You don't remember
Our gold
T-Bob
chain
wearing a
cowboy.
hat for like a full week in jeans and a white T-shirt and boots, and I'm pretty sure it was the same white T-shirt.
I
jeans,
know he
boots
went
for a
through
full
some
week.
different, uniform stages
Yeah,
on the show.
he does. If
Yeah.
he gets a shirt that he
tucked
loves
in, button up for like
for a little
couple
bit.
weeks, yeah.
Yep. There's a brown button up that everybody knows and loves.
Uh-huh.
There is now he's got the one that has the 4 different Disney characters on it.
Yeah.
That puppy, it's like
Loves that.
Yeah, I think those are rugby shirts is what they call that style of shirt.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Married to the game. Disney game, that is.
Did y'all see T's
Who doesn't
Jersey Day yesterday?
I did. Mickey
It was
Mouse
excellent.
hockey jersey.
Yeah,
Right?
that's so T-Bob.
Hell yeah.
Porker McCollum.
So what was the Superman popcorn bucket? Did they have one?
I did not see that.
I'm so interested in this new
They
trend
had,
of popcorn
so,
buckets.
Fantastic Four is about to come out, so they had
Yeah.
Galactus, and it's massive. And the lady was she's like, look, you and the 4 boys, that's a lot of popcorn. Like, why don't you go ahead and get the bucket? I'm like, ma'am, do you know how much it costs to send this many children to the movies and this many children to go through this line?
Yep.
I don't need the Galactus bucket.
It's a
No.
$45.
The $45
Bucket that will
bucket.
never
And when I
get
get
used
home, my
again.
wife's gonna like, what in the hell are you doing?
Yep.
That's going in the
Why
trash
didn't you throw that
tomorrow.
away? Yeah.
So no, I don't know. Didn't check it out.
I always like looking at them though. They're fun. I wish they were a little cheaper. I'd
The
get one.
buckets,
Well,
yeah.
If it was a card, you'd buy it.
Well, obviously, 'cause that's an
Obviously.
investment.
That's true. It's an investment, babe.
It's an investment, and not only
not that big of a
financially,
deal,
but in
okay?
our happiness.
Exactly. All right. We will step away. And when we come back, as Tay laid out, LSU got some fantastic news yesterday on the recruiting trail. We'll get this show started talking about it. Stay locked in here to OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for, you guessed it, Pelican Roofing. And once you go to the website, a lot of things we always encourage you to take a look at, like the 5-star reviews that are right there in front of you. Google, Facebook, Yelp, all of that, right? The internet hates everything, but they love Pelican Roofing, and you will as well. If you need a roof quote, you can get your price right now with the Instant Roof Quote. It's a great tool they have. Put in your address. It's going to give you an outline of your home, your business, and give you a great idea of what that roof is going to cost you. But Matthew, they also have great financing options.
Yeah, for all qualified buyers, you get up to 0% financing up to 21 months. What does 0% mean? That means zero. $0 there. So go check them out, see what they can do for you. Pelican Roof, residential, commercial. They do gutters. They got an in-house sheet metal division that does custom metal awnings, whatever it is. PelicanRoof.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
today.
Not today.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Friday morning. LSU got great news on the recruiting trail yesterday, something we talked about on yesterday's show. It is athlete Lamar Brown from U High. Now, he is going to play on the offense or defensive line, but he is an athlete because he plays both at an incredibly high level. This is a huge get for LSU. Now, he's going to project to be a defensive lineman in college, but certainly somebody that can play multiple positions even along the defensive line. And we talked about it, right? Sometimes, you know, when you're from Baton Rouge and you've gone to school on LSU's campus, it's difficult to get that player to decide to go to LSU. There's been, and look, it's not just a U High thing. I know a lot of people are kind of pigeonholing it. It's a U High. No, there's certainly been players from Dutchtown and Catholic and all over the place that if you're from the Baton Rouge area, like sometimes you want to go somewhere different. Now, sure, I'm biased. And what'd you say? And before we really get into it, let's get this thing started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
See, I wasn't hydrated before we started that segment, but now I am.
Yeah, a little brain fog.
Yes, 225-953-8150. GoFlowIV.com is the website. Go check them out on Facebook as well. GoFlow IV Spa on the Facebook page. Book your appointment today. Don't have brain fog.
Don't have brain fog. You like to feel better. You like to think better. Get vitamized. Get hydrated. Go visit them on Jefferson Highway. Go see them. GoFlow IV Spa, health and wellness. Get glowing with GoFlow. GoFlowIV.com.
All right, so like we're talking about, you know, it's always a little bit of a 50-50 deal. But if you do stay, if you are one of those players that is from Baton Rouge, you go to LSU and you perform like we think you're going to, man, you are going to be a made man. You are going to be somebody that is going to be taken care of for a long time. And again, like I was, going to say, obviously, like I'm biased in that answer. I just think that is 100% true. We kind of laid it out. Like there's a lot of great football teams across the Southeast, but in every other case, they've got a brother. It could be little brother, it could be big brother, but they've got a brother. Like here in Louisiana, you've got some other good programs. I'm not throwing shade that way, but it's you. Space, everybody else. And so when you make that decision, it is going to be that 40-year decision that we talk about. So, yeah, it's a big, big get for LSU to not only get him as a player, but when you get, this is multiple years now in a row that you've gotten a player from U High. You've gotten a player from the Baton Rouge area. They've signed guys from Catholic. I think that is like, hey, start that trend, get that trend going. And then maybe, instead of 70%, maybe you get 90% of those guys.
Yeah, it's so important to get these guys. I mean, that's the number one goal for LSU. And we discussed this yesterday about like this, the only like big program in Louisiana, LSU. So the number one goal every year in recruiting is to put a fence around Louisiana. Yep. But certainly put a fence around Baton Rouge and on your own campus as well with the lab school being on campus. So such a big deal. I mean, in respect to the big hat,
that looks like my older brother's regular size hat.
He's got like Les Miles' hat right there.
He has got a dome on him.
No,
with the baseball jersey too. I forgot about that. Heck yeah, let's go. That is swag, Jeff Levy.
Yeah, you want to endear yourself? Yeah. Do that right there. Have the baseball jersey on.
Yeah, and okay, so
can we pull up this tweet from yesterday too? Can you pull that up?
What tweet?
Lamar's tweet.
Lamar's tweet.
Yeah. Oh, I thought this tweet. I do want to say, like, I don't want to make too much of it, like, but my son, y'all know, he plays at U High. He plays right next to Lamar, and this is for like 2 years. He could not say enough good things about him. And look, Lamar's been somebody that received a scholarship offer to LSU, like when he was going into 9th grade, right? So he's been on the radar. So he has known that, and it is so good to hear. Like, no, he's like, hey, he holds everybody accountable. Like, he's like, hey, if we got film, like, he's like, hey, he's writing in the group to, hey, no, we got to be there. First one there. Like, those are things that set you up and can really when you're talking about going from high school to the next level, you want to play fast. You want to be somebody that they can count on fast. Those are the traits you have to have. Go ahead and read the tweet there,
I'm
Matthew.
scrolling through X, Twitter, whatever it is, and I come across it yesterday. And here I quote Mr. Lamar Brown. I'm locked in, man. Ain't none of that. It ain't over till the ink dry. Everybody had their chance. I'm just blessed to be able to call LSU home. If you're not with us, then you tiger bait. I love this, man. I loved him kind of getting ahead of this, putting this out there for a couple of reasons. I mean, one, it shows you like a kid that's pretty cerebral and knows, like, you could tell he's trying to get his process over before his season starts.
Right.
Which I understand that. That's what I wanted to do when I was getting recruited.
Yeah.
I have no idea. You have no idea. If you combine yours and I stars together, we equal his stars. So we don't know what it's like to have 5 stars.
Very true.
Like me
Very
plus
true.
you equals Lamar, right?
Yes.
In the star realm. So
Yes.
but for him to put that out there, like, I wish more young men would have this mentality of, like, so often today in the college football world and in the college recruiting world, like, it's a commitment, but it's like a soft yes. It's I'm going to pencil me in. I'm going to commit because that's the thing to do. But guess what? I'm going to still take my trips.
Yeah, this is
I'm
the
gonna
hard
go.
launch. This is Instagram official.
Yeah, this is Instagram official. It's not complicated. Okay, so like, I'm committed to LSU, but I'm still going to take a trip to Florida.
Yeah,
still
like
gonna
we
go
talked
to
about this
A&M.
with Tristan Keys. Like, remember, he went on his recruiting trip to Tennessee, and he was in full uniform, and they had people, extras, I think, that they hired from the street, and they lined the walkway. And
Yeah, it's just like, to me, if when you make a commitment to somebody, you're saying, hey, I like you, you like me, let's not see other people. And so I like how he got out ahead of this. Said, this is it. Like, if I had a piece of paper in front of me right now, I would sign it. So what does that help? That helps just like endear him to LSU fans even more.
right,
But 2, it helps recruiting the rest of his class. So you get these guys that high school kids, now he can help recruit other kids.
yeah,
And so I know what people are saying, like, well, kids say this all the time. It's like a coach saying he'll never leave, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't have to say this. He didn't have to come out and put this out there in the public. Like, coaches have to sometimes lie about their coaching stability because they have to sit in front of a microphone and get asked.
yeah.
Like, so they have to kind of misguide. This guy didn't have to do this. So I just like the commitment. I love people when they go and say, this is my word. I'm giving it to somebody. I'm making a promise, and I fully intend on fulfilling it. And I spoke on this yesterday. The only reason you can ever, like, I would ever say, man, a kid's got to do what's best for him is if the university that he commits to does something to him that they said they wouldn't do. And at that point, it's like, yeah, fuck, fair game. Like, if they're not going to hold their commitment, then you do what's best for you.
I can tell you, so it's true. Before, like, LSU really even, like, fully, like, hey, offer, we want you to be here, and I was committed to Texas. Like, and you don't have to. Here's the thing that coaches don't understand, or at least they didn't in my recruiting process. I can only give you mine. Like, the whole time, like, we're not recruiting any other running back. We're not recruiting any other running back. Like, you're with us, like, you're our running back. Which, okay, cool, but I don't care if you are. It's not like quarterback. Like, if you're recruiting another guy, we can both play. Mm-hmm. There was a guy in my signing class from the state of Texas. He was pretty good. His name was Adrian Peterson. We're the same year, all right? I know you're recruiting Adrian Peterson. You should be recruiting Adrian Peterson.
Be worried if
you
weren't.
should be actually doing everything you can, moving heaven and earth to get Adrian Peterson to Austin. But they kept telling me, like, nope. Now I'm like, I was young. I didn't. All right.
They told you they weren't recruiting him?
They told me, like, they weren't recruiting any other running
Because
back.
you committed.
Yeah.
Like, you committed, so we're shutting down.
Right. Which
you believed it?
Look, the internet.
The 2-star?
The internet is not like it is now. Like, I knew who Adrian Peterson was just because we had gone to camps together. I had seen his highlight tape, which was incredible. We played a lot of East Texas schools, right? And so, like, the buzz was around him. You'd see him at Nike camp or whatever. But it wasn't like now everybody in America would know who Adrian Peterson was. They would have already seen his tape, all those things, right? But the thing for me was, all right, well, I know you are, but then there was like another running back that was pretty similar to my skill set that they were recruiting and offered and talked with. And like, I had known that. It's like, all right, so if you're going to lie to me like about something like this, and again, you shouldn't be lying you should just be recruiting those players. I'm like, we're not starting off on the best foot here.
Mm-hmm.
But with Coach Saban, after he's like, hey, look, we got Joe Adai, we got Sharon Carey, we got Allie Broussard, we got Barrington Edwards, we've got Justin Vincent. Like, he listed off all the running backs. He's like, we're stacked. He's like, now I think you're different than all those running backs. Like, not good, bad, or indifferent. I think you're different. So I think we'll have a place and a space carved out for you, but we have a deep running back room. And I was like, I like that better.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's like, we want you. We're going to offer you. Here's who we have, though. And if you want to, integrate yourself somewhere in that rotation, you've got to be the guy that we think you can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I said it when they recruited me. They said, we're taking 2 quarterbacks. This is a 2-quarterback signing class. So you're not going to be the only guy. You're going to have to compete as soon as you get to LSU and every year after that. I was fine with that. I was good with that. It was why I wavered at the end was because there was 2 committed and they still recruited somebody else. I don't. Yeah. You can take the names out of it. It's not that they were who they were recruiting. Just the fact that there was 2 committed, like they said, and continue to recruit one other person. Anyway, we got through it. We worked it out. Every couple has a fight every now and then.
Yeah, it's true.
Worked it out.
It'd be complicated.
It'd be complicated sometimes.
Yeah.
Night before signing day too. Tears rolling down my cheeks. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's a big decision tomorrow.
Pretty big.
Got to sign on a piece of paper. That's
Pretty
what I told
big.
you. Me and Jimbo talked for a couple hours.
Did your parents leave it up to you?
Oh, yeah.
Mine did.
Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
Yeah. Mine did. Now, I don't know. It's probably different now because of NIL and money, and parents are going to be more involved with that
Right.
because there's dollars and cents attached to it. But
Now, let me tell you this. When I committed, my story, I don't know if I've ever told you or said this on air, but like my story with committing to LSU was my junior year. So like you made fun of me this, but like I didn't start in high school till my second game in my junior year.
yeah.
Maybe my second or third game. I can't remember.
Feels like third.
So I was a little late to getting recruited, but I had been offered by, let's see, like Baylor, Vanderbilt, like some smaller schools, and then LSU was a little bit later, a couple weeks or a couple months later. But I come down to camp in June.
Yeah.
And this was like the old school, like one of the only camps I'd ever been to that you had to bring your helmet.
Yeah.
So it was like we're gonna get after it. We're gonna work. This is like training camp. So I go there the first day of camp, and it's a 3-day camp, and it's hot. It's like middle of June.
Right.
It's humid. I'm like, where the hell am I? And Saban's out there screaming like he would at like a normal
like he would
practice.
at
Like,
us.
put us
Yeah.
through a training like 2-a-days, like ass kicker.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, after the first day, I'm like, Dad, this is awful. Like, there is no way I am coming here.
Yeah.
Like, it was like I was screamed at the whole time. It was hot. It was just terrible. And I was like, we can go home because this ain't happening. This ain't going to work out. And then he's like, no, we're not going home. We committed to like staying at this camp.
Right.
You're going to stay. And so, of course, I stayed. And then, like, after the second, third day, I was like, no, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I love it here. And then we went back home. This was like June 17th, 19th. Like, I remember the dates because it's like right around my birthday. And then we were eating out. I think we were at like On the Border or something. Like
On the border right there.
With
College,
that-
like
with
near
that
college.
half tortilla
slap.
chips. So this is On the Border in Tyler, Texas, at the corner of Broadway and Loop 323. We were there, and I was talking to my dad about it. Well, he's like, well, he was kind of like looking at me like I'm kind of crazy not to like commit right now, because we knew we wanted to do it before the senior year started.
Right.
And so, well, I think it was either that night after, I think it was that night after On the Border. It was like the day before my birthday. Yeah. call Jimbo and say, hey, I'll be your first.
Yeah.
I'll be the first. But yeah, but if I would have had my way, I would have left after that first day of camp.
Yeah.
I was like, this is miserable. My dad was like, no, you committed to doing it. You're staying.
Yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of those stories. Plenty of those stories from Jimbo and Coach Saban saying sweet nothings to us.
Money in the chat said Flynn's getting the smart scholarships. Baylor, Vandy. Yep. Scholar right here.
Yeah.
Absolute
If
scholar.
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I think scholar when I hear Flynn talk. All right, so when we come back, I do want to kind of break down this recruiting class that you have, just really based off who you have committed, what positions they play, where you need to fill out the roster, and also like what that can do for you in the future. So we'll do that when we come back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommys, Geaux, Tommys with a Y.com. And look, Tommy and the team, all they do is continue to just stack awards. 2025 in the Advocate, best windows. It's Tommy.
2016.
It's Tommy. Well, I mean,
2017.
just keep going, LeBron.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Number 1. Hang the banner.
And there is actually right now, you need to check it out on The Advocate. It's got a story about Tommy and the team over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. And again, they won the best of in the Baton Rouge Awards, best windows in town. It's an incredible story. Kind of tells you about Tommy, the team, how they got started, what they can do for you. I mean, look, Tommy came down here. He's in the Golden Band from Tigerland. Like, nobody is more Tiger than our guy, Tommy. So go to the website today, check out a gallery of work, get in contact with them, have them come see your space. That's gotommys.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Friday morning. You look at LSU's recruiting class, and they do now have 3 5-star players committed to them. Tristan Keys, Lamar Brown, and Richard Anderson. And for Anderson and Brown, they're both defensive linemen. They're both right there. For Anderson, by the way, he is 6'3.5", 350. So Lamar Brown's a little bit different. He's 6'4", 285, so obviously they can be on the field at the same time. I bring it up because, Matt, when we were really good at LSU, our entire time, you're starting in 03, we both finished in 07, what did we have that was, without a question, dominant?
Defensive tackles. Defensive line.
I mean, Chad Lavallee, Melvin Oliver, Kyle Williams, Glenn Dorsey, Claude Roten, Ricky Jean Francois.
It seemed every
Big
single
Fave. I got you, Big Fave. I got you, dog.
Hell yeah, Fave.
But
yeah, I mean, every year there was stagnant, and usually there was crossover between the two.
yeah, and all those players were like all conference or all American players.
Right.
All of them.
Yep.
Every
I mean,
single
when we
one of
first got there, it was you had. Well, I think he was before you got there, but it was Lavallee, Williams, and I can't remember if Roten was on the 03 or not. Definitely 04.
them. He was 04 for sure because he was here when I was
for sure.
here.
But I mean, you talk about an interior.
Yeah.
That whole defensive line in 03 was insane.
But that's where
Marquise Hill.
When you think about when LSU was going through that, winning national championships, playing for national championships, because even like in 2011, that was another dominant group. Like that is the position where if they've got like true Jimmies and Joes, true dudes, not just guys, that's when LSU is its most successful. And it's, look, we got to call it like it is. It's been a long time since LSU's had an ass kicker on the defensive line like that. They've had good players, so I don't want to act like they have not. But I'm talking about to that standard. Now, you could say, well, yeah, it's kind of flipped. Now it's quarterback, it's receiver. You've had an offensive lineman now with Will Campbell because that was for a long time as well. I get all that. But when LSU is at its very best, the defensive line is the most dominant position group on the team, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you don't, and normally you don't see game changers at that position. We were just fortunate in the 2000s to have multiple players that went through there that were game changers. And at that position, you don't really have to be that, but a really good defensive tackle sometimes gets unnoticed. It's like offensive lineman. It's like a good center. It's like a good left guard, a guy that can be an anchor in the middle of a defensive line. So what we mean by an anchor is a guy that doesn't move when you're trying to open up gaps. Mm-hmm. Tighten up the gaps, tighten up the holes, tighten up the reads for running backs, and then not to mention being able to push on your pass rush.
Yeah.
When a quarterback doesn't have anywhere to step up to, like defensive tackle, it's going to be rare when you have a defensive tackle get a lot of sacks or like a high sack count.
Would you agree that it is much harder to game plan for somebody that is disruptive in the middle than the edge? Because I feel like for an edge defender, because somebody said it's all about the edge now. Well, it's the edge rushers. It's always been about them. Like you go back to Lawrence Taylor, and we can go even farther back from that. But I can do things to slow him down easier within my offense than if somebody is just kicking my butt right there between the two guards.
It's all. I mean, it's not all about the edge. It's certainly the sexy position because they come around the edge, and it's a pretty and it's something
they
that
make all the sound effects when they're rushing.
Make all the sound effects. But I mean, if you got a guy rushing around the edge, he benefits a lot from a really good defensive tackle.
Yeah,
being able to push a center and a guard back to where if the quarterback can't step up into a pocket, because there is human carnage right there in front of him, and we're not talking about a defensive tackle being able to beat and swim and swipe and have a free lane and a free hit at the quarterback. I'm just talking about pushing an offensive lineman back to where the quarterback can't step up into him.
Yeah.
That makes it easy for the edge rushers to come. So, of course, edge rusher is a ultimately important position. That's why they get paid so much at the next level. But a defensive tackle can just really secure everything in the pass game and the running game, right?
There's nothing worse than when I get a handoff and I've already got a 3 technique that's 2 yards in the backfield.
Right, and it's a lot of really good defensive ends. It's a little bit less these days, but like when I first got in the league, there was third down specialists. Like people got paid the most bucks because defensive ends that would just go in on third downs. They weren't there because they couldn't really stop the run, but defensive tackles, you're in every single play, and they can make a big difference, even if they don't have a high tackle count, even if they don't have these huge, gaudy stats. Yeah. A really good, secure one in the middle can stop the run, make it hard on them, and control the quarterback being able to step up and make moves in the A gap and B gap.
Yeah, look, and that's why I love this LSU recruiting class so far because 2 of the 3 better players here, the 5 stars, are on that defensive front. And it is a place, again, where LSU, when they've had them, they have certainly thrived. And when you can get somebody in the middle of your defense, which, like, LSU hasn't had in a while. Like, right now, even, they've got, in my opinion, one of the best football players I ever played with in Kyle Williams, coaching them up. And it is a unit that he is going to get the most out of, but you need some of the guys that we're talking about. You need a Kyle Williams. You need a Glenn Dorsey. Mm-hmm. You need a Ricky Jean Francois. Like, and I know there's not a lot of those guys walking the earth, but there is some, and you got to get them.
Who's our guy that we had
they got a couple
at the end of the 2000s that played seemed like 15 years in the league?
That was with us?
Yeah.
Al Woods.
Al Woods. There you go.
Al Woods, 4th-round draft choice out of the Saints. The Saints cut him out of training camp, and he played 15 years after that.
He's a great example of what I'm talking
Mickey.
about. He is a really great example of what I'm talking about. A guy that never had these big stats. I mean, maybe he had some seasons where he got a handful of sacks, whatever. Right. But a guy that you never really even knew was out there.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, he's racking up year after year after year of NFL contracts and being on teams and being like an anchor guy because he was good at being an anchor.
Yep.
He was good. He didn't get pushed around. He did his job. He clogged up holes, which is exactly what you have to do at that position. So one of those guys that now that I'm thinking back on Hunt's question, was it the station survey the other day about most surprising pro careers?
Yeah, that's a good answer.
He would have been a good answer.
Yeah, like especially getting released as a 4th-round pick. That training camp, that typically, I'm not saying that a 4th rounder is completely safe, I don't really know a whole lot of fourth rounders that don't get at least one season with that team. So Mickey missed on that one.
Yeah.
Because he cuts him, and then he goes and plays 15 years after that.
I knew a couple of fourth rounders that got released, but it was like there was injury involved. With
Okay.
It.
I don't. You at least like, and maybe Lyman's a little bit different, but if you were a fourth rounder and you got there, it's like, oh, we messed up. You're going to be a teams guy at least for a year.
You're not going to look at Al and be like, we messed up on this one.
Right.
There was a clip of him. I can't remember. He was on kickoff return. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
It was on kickoff return, and I remember Pivito walking through this.
Bradley Dale,
Pivito. I remember walking through this special teams meeting because the whole team was in there like on the Monday after, the Sunday after for the special teams film review, and he pointed out this clip, and I think we were playing Louisiana Tech, and it was a kickoff, and he was like, all right, I want you to watch Big Al here. Now he's running up, and this guy comes from out of nowhere, and he tries to blindside Al.
Yeah.
So he comes like, Al's not even looking at him. He's looking to the right. This kid's coming from the left and tries to like clean him up on the side. Do you remember this clip? Yeah. He tries to clean him out, decleat him.
No matter how good or how big, how strong you are, if that happens, typically like your head hits the ground before anything else.
It looked like a cartoon when somebody is running down the street and like hits a street pole. Yeah. Like he hit, Al didn't even move. The kid literally, his head snaps back, his feet go straight up in the air and bounces off the ground, probably 3 foot off the ground.
Yes.
It was the funniest clip I've ever seen in my life. And Al just like, he's running and he just kind of like looks down and you can just probably, hear him in your head just going,
Shout out to Al Woods.
Large American.
Biggest hands I've ever seen in my life.
What a career. Tip of the cap to you.
All right, we'll close out hour number 1 when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Even like a nice Dos Equis can would look like a pebble in Al Woods' hands.
Yeah, it looked like one of those mini Cokes.
Yeah.
But like, nope.
Yeah. So because of that, instead of grabbing one, he could probably grab 2 and go for Dos right there on the spot.
Absolutely.
Responsibly.
Very responsibly.
I wonder if they have Dos Equis in Atlanta.
I bet they got a few.
You think we should try to make a dent in it?
I think we should try to drink all of them.
Well,
responsibly. Let's delete all the Dos Equis.
We say it all the time. There's never a bad time. Beach beer, pool beer, lake beer, river beer, does not matter. It is the beer of choice. So go ahead, go for Dos, grab a Dos Equis, drink responsibly.
I'm going to have my first media day beer.
You are.
I'm sure after a long day of talking.
First airport beer Sunday too, right?
Sunday morning. Let's do it. Dos Equis, go for Dos, drink responsibly, delete some beers.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
So right now, LSU football, when we're talking about this next recruiting class, and Tay laid this out either earlier this week or late last week, they are a top 10 recruiting class. They actually now come in at number 6. But the thing that is different for LSU compared to the teams ahead of them, or even right underneath them, so Ohio State's 7, but they've got 21 guys committed. Alabama has 19, Notre Dame has 25, A&M has 24, Georgia has 27, USC 31.
Choo.
LSU has 16.
So how do they do this? This is like a total amount of stars or like the average per commitment?
Right, so you kind of get a score. You get an average rating, and it gets kind of put all together, and that's how they get it. But obviously, like if you have more players that are highly rated, like it's going to improve. So the fact that LSU only has 16 players, Tay, and they're still this high up, kind of tells you the quality they have.
Yeah. So if you look at
There we go.
If you look- that was
There you are.
Hit that button, baby.
I was like, it's on.
If you look at the average
button.
rating per recruit, like they do like the average, LSU has a higher average recruit rating than all 5 teams in front of them.
Yeah,
They're at 92.14. The next closest is Alabama with 91.4.
Yep.
So like it's a quality versus quantity thing right now.
If you look at the group and like Tete's talking about, LSU and Oregon, probably the most impressive classes so far. And that's not any shade towards USC, but they have 31 guys, and it's going to be fascinating to see how LSU and Oregon, those other teams, but certainly LSU kind of finish it up here. All right, let's continue talking recruiting. We're going to do that when we come back here. It is OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And we always talk about it. Why would you not? They're there. They're ready to help. If you've got a problem, they'll solve it. But they can't do it if you don't reach out. Get everything ready to go. Book that appointment. Schedule the consultation. And you can do it right there on the homepage. You shouldn't live life with fear or embarrassment, right? There's no point. Not when somebody can help you. Not when somebody can get you back to feeling like your youthful self. So all you got to do is go to the website, get everything started today. That is yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, we're all human. We live in a human body. You know what? Things go wrong, especially as we age. We get a little bit older. Things start happening. You can fix it. There are people out there that are experts at this. Yourgoodwood.com. Go check them out. See their list of services, their pricing. Start monthly treatment for as low as $125 a month. Are you kidding me? Yourgoodwood.com.